What can you do to encourage people to notice you, to be attracted to you, to pursue you, to want to be with you? We have been looking at why don't Christian men pursue women anymore and what you can do about it. We have looked at several factors as to the reason why it appears that Christian men don't seem to bother anymore. And we have, over the last couple of videos, explored how you can change that around. In this video, we're going to be looking at attraction. When people think about attraction, they probably firstly think about how you look, your face, your clothes, your shape. However, we want to talk about being attractive. And being attractive has several tiers. We have 3 types of attraction. We have presentation, the way you look, the way you speak, and the way you carry yourself is all bundled together in what we call your presentation. The way you look, I don't need to speak at length about this because everybody in this modern times I think obsess with looks. So we have a multi-million or even billion-dollar beauty industry. Just to remind us that we need to be clean. And again, hygiene is not something I need to speak about at length because we are very, very conscious of cleanliness nowadays. Oral hygiene, physical body odor, everything. Yeah, I think you are already aware. I'm preaching to the converted. But I just want to briefly say that you should also practice keeping your surroundings clean and tidy. That includes making your desk at work organized and tidy, your home where you live, your bedroom, even though people are not necessarily going to be in there. Practice the habit of having clean surroundings, your bathroom, the sitting room, wherever you are. Practice having a tidy environment. I need to actually do this myself because I sometimes have a high tolerance for junk and clutter. So just practice being clean. And what that would do is your environment impacts on you, and whether or not you believe it, for some reason, whether metaphysically or otherwise, it shows up in your own life. It shows up in your own life. And be fit. Now, fitness, I am not asking you to go out to run a marathon or even take out a gym membership. I'm just asking you to be aware that your body, this is interesting because of recent times, particularly during this year, I've come across something called the sit-down disease. And they're suggesting that the amount of times we sit to go to work, we sit at home, we sit for recreation, we sit in church, we sit so much that it actually hampers and impedes the body to the extent that they are now calling it a modern disease. Sitting down for extensive, long periods of time is just as bad for you as smoking is. So we want you to get active. Being active does several things. It improves your circulation. It improves the blood flow to the brain, and the oxygen to the brain makes you feel better. It makes you work at a higher efficiency. And, once you begin to feel better that way, you begin to exude energy, and people are attracted to that. And let me just underscore that to say that you don't need to take out expensive gym membership. And if you want to go to the gym because you're paying for it, you have to do it, that's fine. But you can take up sports as a hobby. You can take up gardening. You can take up swimming. You could get something that you are interested in and that you like doing, because if you don't like doing it, then eventually it's going to peter out. You will not persist in it. Enough said. Just be fit. And when you're fit, you will become noticeable. People will notice you above and beyond other people in the room. You will stand out and you'll feel good about yourself, and that feel good factor will emanate out through your pores, and people will pick it up subconsciously and be drawn to you. And in the context of what we are saying, that men would notice you more and desire and want to be in your company. They would even start pursuing you. Not much to say about dress, because again, I'll be speaking to the converted, only to emphasize that, you know, be simple but potent. Be simple but potent. We don't need to overdo. Men are actually put off by women who overdo, put too much time, energy, effort into pampering and making up themselves, you know, spending hours. You're taking someone out on a date and you go on to wait for them, and they're hours in the powder room, in the bedroom, and doing their hair, and oh, it's a bit much. Yes, make yourself look presentable. Yes, improve your looks, but you don't necessarily need to go overboard by spending too much time, energy, and effort. And just to remind you that be feminine. That's one of the most attractive feature about women, their female femininity. Now, needless to say, that another aspect of your presentation is the way you speak, the tone of your voice, the words, the language that you use. It seems as though that when you use correct language structure, people assume that you're intelligent. They think better of you than when you don't. And just to point out here, try and avoid coarse language, rude language. Try and avoid swear words, because all of these, there's nothing worse than seeing a wonderful, beautiful, attractive, seemingly nice person, and they open their mouth, and what comes out is such a turn off. It's almost like getting a nice, bright, shiny apple and biting into that apple only to find that it is infested with worms. So improve the way you speak. Try and cultivate a nice tone. Courage. Courage is the way you carry yourself, the way you walk, the way you stand, the way you sit, the way you carry your body also says a lot about you. If you are walking and just simply dragging your feet along, or, you know, having your shoulders hunched over, if you stand and simply lean against structures like walls and columns and sit and slouch, that doesn't present a very nice image of who you are and the way you feel about yourself. We suggest that you walk with purpose. You know, if you're going someplace, just walk deliberately as if you have a mission in life. If you stand erect and tall. You know, be proud of the body that you have. Carry it with pride. If you're sitting, sit erect. Avoid slouching. Apart from the fact that it is bad for your body and it inhibits circulation, you will feel better. In fact, when you change your posture, you actually feel better about yourself and you stand out. Have you ever seen an army general, the way they stand and they command attention? I'm not suggesting that you have to go to the rigor of standing stiff and straight as if you are in the army, but carrying your body with grace, as if you are in control of it and you are proud of it and you can manage it well, exude a sense of authority and power that people find attractive. And eventually, a lot of people would just simply like to be in your presence. And dare I say that men are going to be attracted to it and they would want to pursue you. Apart from presentation, we have the personality. So you can have a very good presentation, but if you don't have a nice personality, and just briefly to say that you need to be warm. You need to be a warm, inviting person. By warmth, I simply mean accommodating. And by accommodation, I am not suggesting that you be accepting of any and every behavior. I'm just saying, look, you're tolerant, you like and love people, that you are accepting of them, you are compassionate. We spoke extensively earlier about these. And be nice. Be a generally nice person. Smile. Be helpful to people. Go out of your way to support them. Be present with people. If someone is talking to you, listen to them. Look at them in their eyes and face. Reflect what they are saying. Say, let me see if I understand you. Are you trying to say, am I right in believing? Go out of your way to be kind and helpful and supportive. These qualities, I guarantee you, a dog against a dog biscuit, will improve your AQ, your approachability quotient. It will improve people's desire to be with you, to be in your company, to want to share with you. I tell you, my brothers and sisters, if you do these things, if you employ many of what I'm saying, that sooner or later you will have men queuing up to talk to you, queuing up to pursue you, queuing up to try and impress you.